Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. My name's Kira. Subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. So today I wanted to talk about a thought I had the other day while I was meditating, which is, if you love yourself, they have nothing to sell you. Let me say that again. If you love yourself, they have nothing to sell you. And it got me thinking about, you know, you see brands and like you see everybody preach self-love, and brands use self-love along with body positivity and all of these tactics as tools to make us consume because we think it's gonna make us love ourselves more, which is actually like super anti-self-love, because I think self-love needs to start here, and it needs to start with yourself and feel like you have enough and you are enough on your own. So it's so interestingly manipulative the way they use it, but we think that, you know, we need to get more things to make people love us and to make people like us and just to be, you know, accepted. And so we buy and buy, and we always think we need more things to make us look better or feel better or whatever it may be. And it never works. And it just got me thinking, like, society doesn't want us to love ourselves. That's why they do this. It's a capitalist tactic. Like, because if we love ourselves and we feel like we are enough on our own, and we feel like we have enough, what are they gonna sell us? Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's like this entire system is built on our insecurities. So of course they're gonna perpetuate it in the media, and of course but they're smart because they add in, like, for example, the term body positivity. Let's talk about the term body positivity. I probably need to do like a whole separate video on this, but I don't know if you know this, body positivity was made for fat people. Fat people made the term, and it was for them. It was supposed to be body positivity for fat girls who are not accepted in regular society. Then what happens is, you know, thin people hear of it and they take it and they overuse it and they abuse it. And then since the thin people are doing it and the influencers are doing it, then the companies start using it, body positivity, blah, 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 to sell us things. That is not what the term was meant for. That is not what the term was meant for. But people hear these things and they don't know where they come from or what it really means. And it just sounds good to them and it sounds cool to put in a caption, and they steal it. And then the brands see that and see that everybody's responding to it well, and they steal it. And now that term that was empowering to fat women no longer belongs to them. It's now a tactic for brands to use to get people to buy their stuff. And it's something that skinny girls use all the time, which, like, on the one hand, that's a whole different video. But like, yeah. So I guess it just got me curious what it would feel like and how we would act if we felt like we had enough and we felt like we were enough. And we knew, it's also because it's a habit, right? Like, buying things we don't need is a habit that it's been instilled to us our entire life, like literally our entire life. So it would take a lot of work and intentional thought and intentional, like, placing different habits in place of those to get rid of it. But like, what would happen if we were like, you know what, I'm enough right now. I don't need this. I don't even know who to call out right now if we're talking about flat tummy tees. We're talking about the like, what are they, you know, those like rouged leggings that are really popular right now on TikTok, like the bubble ones. 99% of what people try to sell us is so unnecessary. You need food and you need clothes. You don't need that many clothes. I'm not here saying like never buy anything, but I'm just saying, what would it look like if we reevaluated why we're consuming? And like what feelings are causing the consumption? Is it out of absolute necessity, or is it out of, in our subconscious mind, if I get this, will people like me more? If I get this, will I look more attractive and people will like me more? You know what I mean? And it's so ingrained into us at this point that it's probably hard to notice, and it's probably hard to differentiate when that's happening, because it's such a natural habit and such a consistent process. For me as well, I'm not here being like, I am the one who has figured it out. This is just a thought I had, you know? I just know that, like, especially during this pandemic, it's kind of made me reflect a little bit more on the ways that I am consuming and why. And it just makes me think, like, it always feels like a chase, you know what I mean? And it kind of just makes me feel like, what are we chasing? Because we're clearly not getting there. So what are we trying to chase? And I think it's, you know, feeling loved and accepted. And that's what it always will boil down to, probably, at the end of the day. And the problem is, like, these terms like self-love and self-acceptance and just all of these things have become so mainstream that they're getting abused and taken away from what they actually mean. Like, a brand should not be using self-love to get you and try to buy their products. That doesn't make sense. That's a twist. Like, they twisted it to fit their own agenda. Do you know what I mean? Because if you truly are good with everything that you have, you wouldn't be getting all the random things that people are trying to sell you. You know what I mean? You wouldn't always need the next new fashion trend from, you know, Fashion Nova or Opoly or whoever the heck. You wouldn't always need to be getting the flat tummy tees and the waist trainers, and, like, you just wouldn't, because you're all good. Like, you've got it all in here. You know what I mean? And again, it's not that you shouldn't ever buy something if it makes you feel good. It's just like being intentional and understanding that people are using these terms against us, and they're going to try and perpetuate our insecurities to keep us in a space of need. I need more, I need more, I need to be different, I need to be constantly changing and shifting, or I'm not good enough, I'm gonna be forgotten, people aren't gonna care about me. But what if we just felt like we had enough right now? You know what I mean? Because technically we do. If you're alive and you're breathing and you're housed and you're well fed, you're okay. You've got enough. You know what I mean? Just a thought. Just some food for thought. Yeah, so that's all for today's video. I just wanted to share that. I don't know if anybody kind of feels where I'm coming from or agrees with me. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and just how we can get to a more intentional space of consuming, rather than consuming out of habit and consuming out of a lack mindset and consuming out of our insecurities. If that makes sense. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching. I love and appreciate you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video, and comment down a purple heart below if you watched to the end. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.